Hi, I'm Brent Stafford, and this is RegWatch by RegulatorWatch.com. It's the first weekend of December 2020, and I'm here at the Vancouver Art Gallery, downtown Vancouver, where thousands of people were just here protesting and left on a march. And they'll be back here in a couple of minutes. And what they're protesting is, well, the reaction to COVID. And the actual event is called HUGS Over Masks, which you can imagine what that means. They think COVID's overblown. So let's hear what they have to say.
I wish I was making this up. I've been saying this from day one once I started blowing things up back in April. I don't want to be right about any of these things that's been going on. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. This is all facts. Like, it's literally straight to our face. There's so many of you here that made the same choice to be here today, no matter what. No matter the threats. No matter the threats from people saying they're going to take away your kids because you let them wear hugs of a mask and go to school and tell our kids we should hug each other and not be fearful. And whoever else is getting threatened already got fired for just participating in the process and expressing your beliefs, or unable to fly on the planes. We all have to make those choices. The last thing I'm going to say, we are all essential. And the reason why we're all essential, because your business is essential to you, to your family, to the fabric of your community. And that's why we're all going to open our country together. Enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Their role is to bring people together and support them, educate them, provide them alternative perspective to the mainstream media and narrative that the government's been doing for the last 9 months. And we actually have a real data that completely discredits everything that the government and media has been telling for the last 9 months.
How do you mean?
So there is no pandemic, because when you look at the total amount of deaths comparing to the last year to this year, we actually have less people dying in Canada overall. So how on earth can you have a pandemic in this country where you actually have less people dying in a whole country? COVID situation has definitely been well overblown, and we can see clearly the measures of the government completely unjustified. There's definitely a clear agenda that's been pushed, right? And the agenda is the assault on the small businesses and completely dismantle of our society as we know it.
Do you think public health is trustworthy?
I don't think so, no.
Why not?
Because we can see clearly that the measures that have been taken for the last 9 months were wrong, and I can give them the benefit of the doubt in the beginning of all this. Yeah, we possibly didn't know, we didn't have the real data, but considering the fact that 9 months later, they're not admitting to anything doing wrong. In fact, they're doubling down on all the measures, just shows that they never acted in a good faith.
I'm here because I'm standing up for my freedoms, and I support freedom of choice, and I think we need to go back to normal.
I basically think that they're making it look like it's something bigger than it really is. I don't think there are, and I believe that there may be a COVID, but there aren't this many people dying of it. You're more likely to die of a car accident or from the actual flu than from this coronavirus, which we don't even know what it is yet.
Are public health officials being honest, do you think?
Definitely not.
I'm just here to support freedom and also document it.
Do you think public health has been honest and truthful?
Not at all. No, of course not. No.
Well, how do you mean?
Public health hasn't. There have been doctors who have been, but they're always marginalized. Restrictions are the source of the real disease in the world, for sure, right now, and it's on a global scale. So that's what a lot of people here are talking about, because they realize that there's an operation to shut down humanity and our basic humanity. And the greatest symbol of humanity is the human face. And by wearing a mask, that's symbolic of shutting down your own humanity as an individual.
Wake up! 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 Wake up!
We're here because we're concerned about our civil charter human rights being taken away from us. The numbers in Canada show that the people that have died in care homes are the most vulnerable. There's 5 million people in British Columbia. We should be free to live our lives. Of course, keep people in care homes safe. They haven't done a good job at that. We have, my mother-in-law died in a care home at the end of June. We got to see her the day before she died. She did not have COVID-19. She died because she was isolated for 4 months and we didn't get to see her. We're horrified by what our government and Bonnie Henry is doing. People have been terrorized here in Canada, around the world for the last year. In March and April, we were very careful too because we didn't want to do anything that could compromise anyone else. But that's not the case, and we know the numbers now and the statistics. I'm happy to see journalists coming out and reporting on the facts because the mainstream media hasn't been doing that. So we need the truth, and we live in a democracy, and Justin Trudeau, this great reset, is scary.
Do you think public health has been truthful with the populace?
I think public health is very one-sided, and we need a collaborative approach to COVID-19. Why is the public health thinking they can run the economy here in Canada or around the world? They can't. So we need a collaborative approach from all voices, business, seniors, young people, regular citizens, across the world. We need input from everyone. They can't just lock us down without any consultation.
It's terrorizing because of the way we live as a society over the last 100 years, and all of a sudden now the god of fear has been instilled in everyone. And you can see it on the street, you can see it in the public, you can see it in the stores, and you see it in care homes. And it's a vibe that's out there. And with exception of out here being today, this is the first time we've felt semi-normal at all.